Hello and welcome to another weekly Nintendo news discussion thing. And this week's news has been very Smash Brothers orientated, firstly with the announcement of 15 new 8-player Smash stages. They've updated, so there are 9 regular stages, and by regular I mean non-Omega stages that you can play as an 8-player Smash, and those stages are Mario Circuit, Luigi's Mansion, Pyrosphere, Norfair, Lilac Cruise, Pokemon Stadium 2, Animal Crossing Town and City, Animal Crossing Smashville, and Wii Fit Studio. Now, all of those were previously unavailable to play as 8-player Smash because they had a very limited number, so it's good that they've increased it, and now you get to play on them, which is great. Not that I will be, because I don't have 8 friends to play with, or 7 friends to play with, but that's good for people who do. And they've also updated, so there are some Final Destination stages that you can now play on, which are Mario Galaxy, Mario Circuit, Kirby the Great Cave Offensive, the Lilac Cruise, Pokemon Stadium 2, and Animal Crossing Town and City. There are a few downsides to this update, however. They, in order to keep into the Wii U's capabilities, they've had to remove some of the more scenic aspects of the stages, such as with Mario Galaxy, there are no longer Bowser and Mario's ships circling in the background. But then again, is it really a downside? Because when you're playing 8-player, it's so much chaos, so I don't think you'll be looking in the background, so I doubt you'd even notice. And they've also taken out Ridley and the lava flow on Pyrosphere, but I think overall it's a positive improvement. You probably won't even notice the difference with the stuff they've taken out, but it shows that they haven't fully exploited all that, and they're going to be giving us more updates in future. And the next piece of news is slightly more substantial, and there has been someone has hacked into the Smash Brothers game, and they have discovered several new elements of the game that we didn't know about before. They've discovered clues to additional content that weren't used in the Smash Brothers game that we found, and there are files that hint to a cut Dr. Mario stage, and that has been found in the form of 3 virus pictures, the pictures of 3 of the viruses that are in the Dr. Mario game, and they've also found a further image of a stock icon, like the ones that are featured above the boss characters in the different stages, such as Ridley and Metal Face. This could suggest that those viruses, the pictures that they found, were in fact supposed to be a boss type character on a Dr. Mario stage. And I think that's personally quite cool, because it gives Dr. Mario it gives his game more of an identity, whereas people usually just think of him as a clone of Mario. It would have been, I think it would have been cool if they'd included it. But they have also found names of icons, such as, what I mean by icons is the Triforce. They have like a little Triforce emblem that they use for Link and the Skyloft stages, and they've been found, and the names of these are Plankton, Rhythm, Brain Training, and Diary. But I've spelled dairy on my notes. Let's assume it's not dairy. No, it's diary. And the name Rhythm perhaps is the easiest and most exciting to identify, because it's likely to it refers to the game Rhythm Heaven, and you probably know where I'm going with this. And it could point towards a Rhythm Heaven stage, but I think it's most likely that it refers to the chorus kids that were leaked in the Gamatsu leak. But while it's now apparent that they're not actually a character, it's cool to see that the Gamatsu leak was actually something behind it was true, and they were cut out of the game for whatever reason. And it would be interesting to know if they were cut because of, they won't be cut because of the Galaxy leak, and why they were cut. And it also brings me to think, are they going to have DLC because they already have kind of information about the characters already in the game, that it would surely be a bit easier to put them into the game now they've got bits of the characters, if that makes any sense. And another one, Plankton, is kind of also quite easy to place because it can refer to the stage Hanimbo from Smash Brothers Brawl, and I probably mispronounced that, but that's how I pronounce it. And this kind of shows that that stage was probably originally going to be a returning stage, and the idea was cut in development. But it's probably least exciting to me because it was never a standout stage to me. I never particularly liked it, but it's interesting to now kind of see that they what stages were cut from and didn't quite make it into this new Smash Brothers game. And the next icon, which is Brain Training, is easy enough to link to the character or the game, which is Brain Training. And while Dr. Kawashima is already a trophy, like quite a recognisable trophy within the game, it seems as though seems as though Brain Training was also supposed to have its own stage or possibly character. Though outside Dr. Kawashima, I don't really know who they could have picked, but I suppose they could have had Dr. Kawashima as a character, cut him, and decided to put him into an assist trophy instead. But I think it's more likely that it was going to be a Brain Training stage, and I've got quite a cool idea about what it could be, but I know I am completely wrong. They could have had like an interactive stage that while you're playing, much like I can't remember which game it is, it's in a past game where you had to do an instruction that was on the back of the stage, and if you did the instruction you got like a special ability, you got invincibility. The feeling it was on Melee, but I could be completely off. No, I think it was in Melee. And they could have had like brain training games, like the activities playing on in the background, and you had to do as best as you could while you were fighting, trying to complete the game, the like activity, and whoever gets the worst brain age has like received some damage, or whoever gets the best brain age receives like a special ability like invincibility or metalness or giantness. And the last listed word was dairy, which is what people have found the hardest to decode. And the hacker, who would rather be called a data miner, who is called Push Dustin, notes that the Japanese name for the game's swap note means literally diary in English. So it's likely that this was supposed to be a swap note stage that was cut, and there have been theories about why it's been cut, and that's probably because it was revealed that child predators were using the app surface to exploit children, so obviously Nintendo wouldn't want that in Smash. So that's all that there's really been this week, but I hope you found it interesting, and I look forward to seeing you next week.